playing what's basically season 2 of my play on Madden 17. What happened was, what I normally do on a Madden game is, first thing I do is I go in and I relocate the Redskins, because who wants a racist team on your game? And if anybody has a problem with me saying that, just fuck off. I don't care. It is racist. But you can't do it on Madden 17 automatically. I think they have to have a low rating before you can relocate the teams. So I was going to do that instead of the season I'd already started, because I forgot to do it. So I deleted my first season, was going to do that, but then I found out I couldn't do it, so here we are restarting this season. And I decided I didn't want to delete that first episode because it's on there, it's on our YouTube channel, so I decided to go ahead and start another season, and I label it season 2. You know, somebody might ask, where's the rest of season 1, where's the rest of season 1? And I'll explain. Okay. With that being said, also, I really don't do a ton. I let the computer, especially when I'm starting out a game, do a lot of the management stuff a little bit. I like to do trades and signing free agents and stuff like that. But normally I let them do a little bit more just starting out so I can learn the actual gameplay. My owner, to explain that, is named Tabstrung. That actually goes back to when I used to play Madden on Xbox, the first Xbox, and we had a player, it turned out to be like one of the greatest players ever. Because me and my friends were playing Madden, and this goes beyond Madden, it goes back to the old vibrating football games. When I was a kid, we've always kept records of it. So I got this long history, one of these days I'll put up online, of all our football gameplays, our pro wrestling gameplays, going back to playing with toys and stuff like that. And Tapstrong was like one of the greatest stats players ever. And by the way, yes, we used to play in Techno Super Bowl, and Bo Jackson had these records that beyond anything. But when I went off to college, those got lost, those particular ones. So that sucks, but yeah. So with that said, that's why our owner is named Tabstrong. And so I'm just going to jump in here and start playing. I only played one game before. I haven't did any practice or anything, so you'll see how bad I am as I go. So yeah, let's just jump into this and have some fun. No advanced settings or anything. And like I said before, even though I didn't do it, I'm going to try to play at least one football game a week. And I just got the FIFA game, speaking of football, original football. I just got the FIFA 16, and I'm going to play a lot of stuff on that too and see how good we go. I don't remember it doing all this the first time I played. But
hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive.
oh, and I took all the music off,
downtown New Orleans at
just
the
in case anybody's
Mercedes-Benz
wondering where the music
Superdome.
is.
Today,
I mean, it
the
doesn't.
opener of
When
the
it goes up on YouTube, I
2016
think most of the time they take it
NFL
off. You
season
only get it on like the
between the
live
Oakland
stream.
Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. It's the dawn of a new era for us at EA Sports as the 2016 NFL season is underway.
Game is kicking. No, I didn't read a manual.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And out of bounds there on the kick.
First down.
They'll come out in the pistol. Breeze now on first down. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. He's got time. It's complete. Flainer, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Like the
Dan
name, dude.
Williams in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Now Breeze on third down. This is caught. It's Brooks. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
On second down, here's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Oh.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Leading them out is a guy who's been a Raider starter since day one. In his third season now, it's Derek Carr.
And the Raiders believed in him enough to select him, so we knew that they liked him. But after they watched him play as a rookie, they realized they had their quarterback, and they wanted to build around him. Remember last year they drafted Amari Cooper to get him a #1 receiver, and they fortified the offensive line to make sure they could protect him. They know they have their #1 guy for a while, and they want it to continue that way.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Oakland. Andre Holmes, 71 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT.
Let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. Oh!
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score.
I suck at kicking. You should just go for 2-point conversion every time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Oh, what a move. So now here's the Saints offense under 11th year head coach Sean Payton. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 16th season now. 11th as a New Orleans Saint, Drew Brees.
And he has to hold just about every Saints passing record, doesn't he? I mean, I can't imagine someone else has one.
No, in some cases, probably doubling or tripling the man closest to it.
Yeah, he's been absolutely amazing there. And what I love about him is how much he actually loves the game of football. Does everything that you have to do and then some in terms of preparation, staying with it in the game. I think he actually likes going to meetings. That's how much he loves the game, and he's always ready to play. He might actually play until he's 50.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down. From the gun on third down, Brees. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And now it's fourth down. Now the 8-year man out of SMU, Thomas Morstead, on to kick it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Good kick.
We get a look at the Saints defense as they file into position. Last drive, touchdown, surrender. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Josh Bynes, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose, and he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Breeze to throw on second down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How's that incomplete when my guy got
fourth down?
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Jones. They juked him. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3. Again, it's Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Throwing his car on third down. Rivera's got it. Oh, shifty. Whoa. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, I didn't see that guy.
They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. The Raiders on top. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking deep for Crabtree. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third and long, it's Carr. He's going to let it go again. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Play clock winding down. They're going to run it with Murray.
Oh.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Oh, that sucks so bad.
Sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, that has to be frustrating for the offense. They caught him in a dime package. 6 defensive backs on the field. If you're going to run draw and run your big guys as smaller people, you should have success on that play. Instead, the defense won the battle.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Finding time. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now here come the Raiders. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that. Latavius Murray. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, 66 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
There's a big hole right there.
Run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So they're going to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
Hey,
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
I do this a little better.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No, it sucks.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Jihad Ward, the rookie out of Illinois, in there to drop his man and pick up his first career sack
I was over here on the end.
career game.
I don't know.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because
Really
that's exactly what it was being
quickly,
shouted
like,
by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no
it
chance
looked
to
like
block
me
him.
deciding not to throw the ball away. Computer should be smarter.
Jones on the return.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
I gotta learn how to play action on this game.
Carr now on first down. Surveying the field. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland.
Yeah, I didn't start off on the all-man level in here.
56 yards.
I didn't start out
And the
very
Raiders
low,
add
so
6 to their
I
lead.
didn't start out on all-man
Good pass,
level,
clean
so
catch, and a house call there on the fly
I'm not
route.
gonna get up the
And
level
not that
after
much
this.
room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And they will line up now for the two-point try. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
I did a little better than I
Fielded
did
about a
before.
yard deep.
I move that direction. It's over. Get to watch
Back out
me
onto the
suck.
field
That's
now
all I know
comes
how
the
to
New
play this game.
Orleans offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own
Now
sideline.
we'll see what his offense can do. Here's Breeze to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now Breeze on third down.
Oh!
Left side and completing it to Thomas. And he
Oh!
gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy.
Now Breeze wants the football. And the Raiders pick it
Yes.
up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard
baby.
line. So the coach putting the blitz on, and remember, that coach, former defender in this league, he loves this.
Yeah, they love to see it happen because I think they just have that flashback about when they were playing, right? That's what we were taught. That's what we did. And they've used that same impact with their own teams and do the same type of teaching.
Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick.
Followed my blocker there.
Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On the stop, James Laurinaitis.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Rivera's got it. And he is in. Touchdown,
I love my tight end.
Raiders. Michael Rivera, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. The protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Breeze hands to Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Why would they run
When you
it
put together
there?
a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
You run the clock down, I don't really care. I just don't get the point. You're basically saying that your defense is not going to be able to stop me.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. He's going to right. It's caught inside the 25. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Murray the lone setback. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Ten yards to go on 3rd. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Now Carr letting one go deep for the end zone. Amari Cooper the intended target. Now 4th down.
Catch it?
That was a difficult catch.
Can I challenge it? Oh man, what?
I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really? By the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And it is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Saints are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Raiders have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. 1st and 10, Holmes is found coming across the middle, and it ends up working for a touchdown, which takes the lead to 3. Now early in the second, Murray's going to hit off the left side, and he'll go for the score. The Raiders up now by 9. Now 1st and 10. Carr is on point with the throw, and this play will go for 6. The lead grows to 15. 1st and 10. The ball will pop out here on the run. Offense out now after the fumble. Rivera's got the catch here on the quick pass, and a quick 3-play drive ends with the score. Raiders lead ballooning to 21.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. This will be taken in at the 1. A beautiful fake. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Craig Robertson in on the stop.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper.
Oh!
He goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there for the Raiders. 38 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed. And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well. Showed it right there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now Carr with a give to Murray. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Murray the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice session.
And this is caught by Cooper.
Wide open.
For a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And for Mr. Cooper, his first touchdown catch of the season, had 6 last year. I think we can see those numbers jump.
He's one of those players, and you go back and look at Amari Cooper's career to date. If you go back into Little League football, I'll bet you would find that he did things like a pro already. Studied the game, mastered his craft, ran routes big time, got great mentorship along the way, and always competed at a high level. I'm with you. Those numbers are going to really increase as he continues on in the league.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over, because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now, will they keep that confidence? Time to find out.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the Raiders have got him. The first-time All-Pro in 2015, Khalil Mack, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
It's Murray. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. But on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Oh, they'll try and sneak this. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they gave it a shot. Quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on 3rd down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe they were thinking 4-down territory.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. We are through 3 quarters here on it. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Oh, yeah, you're getting a blitz coming at you.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
To throw, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Breeze going to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up second down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And
yes.
the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Dan Williams in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Taken in at the 11. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And trotting back out there now, this Saints defense. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and out, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3 and out. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
They go with Murray again. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll give the Raiders a 1st down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Now Carr going to give it to Murray on the draw play. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now Carr going to give it to his fullback. This is Reese. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports
the line on
after
this.
this.
Doing okay though.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Reese. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
First man through. This is the fullback Reese. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So they're going to go for 2.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. All right, here we go. Wide and Yates. Wide.
Carr will look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Could also result in a melee later, though. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Left side and caught by Flainer. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Breeze. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Now Breeze on third down. He's got time.
Ooh.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
You take Breeze
Mario
out.
Edwards in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Breeze got to have this one. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Carr gonna throw here. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's the fullback, Reese.
Oh, he almost gave him another touchdown.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You have the fly over the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
That's a good start.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
I'll probably be like later to play.
So for the Raiders, their future home is still a bit murky, but one thing's certain, they're 1-0 to begin the year. And